This is KAMC Red Raider Nation with Sports Director Stan Smith.
We're coming to you live from the Sooner State. Probably shouldn't say that part too loudly considering where I'm at right now, but nevertheless, we are here to talk about some Red Raiders that are from Oklahoma. And speaking of, there are 5 Okies on the Red Raider roster. If you want storylines, you've come to the right place. A 29-game home winning streak is on the line. The defending national champions come into town, and a former Red Raider makes his return to Lubbock. Away from the field, Coach Steve Sarkisian received some advice, if you want to call it that, from his colleague Chris Beard about playing in Lubbock. Does Sark know what he's getting himself into when he says embrace the hate?
But I get this is kind of a different animal.
Pandemonium would be an understatement. I want you to take a look at this scene right behind me. As Queens, We Are the Champions is blaring through the PA system. Just look at the plethora, the thousands of Red Raider faithful poured onto the field. Let's talk about this late Christmas gift to head coach Joey McGuire by way of the Texas Tech athletic department.
Dan, we have been looking at the mock drafts and talking about it. He's still projected to go pretty high in tonight's draft.
And listen, Lauren, he has had a meteoric rise as a pro prospect since the beginning of the 2022 season, and now we're at the point where many draft experts out there would say it'd be shocking if Wilson is not picked inside the top 10. What's the coldest game you've ever been to?
Probably a junior high football game where I stood on the sidelines the entire time and didn't have the right attire. I'll just put it that way.
Oh man, I would have said, Coach, please put me in at some point.
I think I tried that a couple times.
Yeah. I've probably tried that move too.
And you've got a very busy next couple of weeks. Your daughter's getting married in Dallas, and then you're also doing the crane climb.
Yeah.
My question to you is, which one do you think you're most nervous about, the climb or your daughter?
Oh, easily my daughter.
How does that connection, being a player on the team, getting to coach the team that you played for, how does that go so much deeper than the surface level on an outsider looking in?
Yeah, it's super surreal. I know when we won the national championship years ago, I don't think I ever dreamed that I'd be sitting in this chair now.
What's important about the communication when you're meeting with the young men in this locker room about, going through this transition process with a new coach?
Yeah, great question.
Texas Tech fans will remember this game-winning touchdown from Torian Henderson with no time left against Oklahoma for a long, long time. This scene from Texas Tech's graduation ceremony was more tame than that Saturday in November 2005, but Henderson says this means just as much.
It's a feeling that I really can't describe, but I'm just so overjoyed to finally knock off another thing on my list of things to do.
Henderson hasn't donned a Texas Tech uniform in nearly 17 years, but still holds the school record in career touchdowns with 69. Even after crossing the goal line dozens of times, he says graduating was still the ultimate goal.
Relieved that the time is finally here. Going through the steps and just thinking about walk across the stage and that moment of being a graduate at Texas Tech is so huge.
And why did he come back after all these years, you ask?
It was overdue. I just kept my faith, and it was time for me to come back here and make everybody proud.
For those Texas Tech athletes that are thinking of coming back to school, Henderson says, take it from him, it's not too late.
And whatever you're going through in life, coming back here is such a humbling feeling. They still show so much love.
For Red Raider Nation,
we did it.
I'm Stan Smith. Texas Tech is at home against Colorado. I don't know about your roommate back in Boulder, but Chris Gerlich got a little older yesterday. Happy birthday to the coach. In the first quarter, Bryn Gerlich is going to find Riley McKinney in the corner. That's a tray. She led the way with 22 points on the night for Tech. Now later in the first, McKinney is going to put this poor Colorado Buffalo in the spin cycle. She gets her all twisted and turned around and nails the jump shot. Harmon spots up from long range. Bang! This time, he's going to bring the ball up the court. And another shot up, another shot in. He had 21 points in the first half. And then with time winding down in the first frame, Harmon beats the buzzer. This man was white hot. in the first quarter. Excellent ball movement by Texas Tech here. Katie Farrell to Jasmine Lewis for the finish. And then later, Katie Farrell is dropping dimes like a bank teller with a broken hand. She finds Breamber Scott. She hits the tray. We all know the real reason Tuesday night was special. It was Bark in the Park over at Danlaw Field. But from the stars off the field to the ones on it, who let the dogs out? That'll be Ty Coleman. That's who.